SCP-012-EX. I think it's pronounced Eurydice. It has something to do with the sensation that you get when you're feeling stalked, almost like the feeling that you get when you're being watched, except a little bit more sinister. It looks like it's gonna be really creepy. It's by the Vulcan. We're gonna react to it today, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the Vulcan. Subscribe to me if you like reaction videos too, and let's get into this one. All right, here we go. I'm not really sure what the EX stands for either.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Dr.
My name
Miller.
is Dr. Miller, and the SCP we're going to be looking at today is SCP-012-EX.
What is the
Object
image?
class explained. Special containment procedures.
Explains. Interesting.
Non-applicable. The original file for SCP-012-EX has been deleted due to containing fabricated evidence and to inhibit attempts to waste Foundation resources in replicating the tests.
Weird.
The previous warning on this file, which read, "This file must not be read in the dark. Please ensure your environment is sufficiently well lit before proceeding," may be disregarded.
Huh.
Description: SCP-012-EX is the paranoid sensation that one is being stalked by some form of unseen malicious entity, typically up one or more flights of stairs in low light conditions. SCP-012-EX is common in children and teens and may persist until adulthood. It is more prevalent in Western cultures, primarily being experienced in suburban settings. Before its re-designation as explained, SCP-012-EX referred to malevolent entities which manifest in close proximity to a human target in dark and poorly lit areas when the subject is alone.
Wow.
The previous iteration further clarified, approximately 1/3 of humans possess an innate ability to sense the presence of their SCP-012-EX. There was no data to support this claim. Through neural imaging and interviews with affected persons in recent years, SCP-012-EX has been proven to be merely a combination of various fears, such as terraphobia and climacophobia. Further, the sensation can be exacerbated by the consumption of horror media. It is likely due to this fact that the falsified document stated, SCP-12 appear with more regularity near persons actively panicking or who are feeling fearful and paranoid. It is unknown why these persons are seemingly preferred, but it should be noted that those which dwell on thoughts pertaining to their SCP-12 instances coincide with said instances presenting with higher degrees of clarity and definition while under indirect observation.
Okay.
History. Though never regarded with any credibility throughout the Foundation's existence, SCP-012-EX was proposed as an avenue of research by Dr. Theodore Richardson. He posited the existence of a class of undetectable entities responsible for SCP-012-EX. Due to the prevalence of discussion regarding the sensation throughout various forums and social media platforms, the decision was made to allow Dr. Richardson to begin investigating the phenomena.
Okay, that makes sense.
Despite repeated tests purporting to document the existence of malicious entities through the use of pressure plates, laser detection, and sonar imagery, all documentation was found to contain no concrete evidence.
Right, so they can't really detect
regarding
the
supposed physicality of the entities, Dr. Richardson writes that they are mostly humanoid, though are unbound by human physiology when it comes to ambulation and range of motion, being able to twist and contort their frames into any desired position or assuming a quadrupedal gait. The contortion is mainly used to remain unseen. For example, by compressing its frame in order to slip beneath a bed frame or hide behind obstructions. During one observation, an SCP-12 manifestation stretched its limbs to brace itself between two opposing walls, staying well above its target's line of sight as it stalked her in her home.
Strange.
The project was forcibly disbanded by the site director following several complaints from the participating D-class subjects, who each voluntarily left the project due to stress caused by Dr. Richardson's mental state as he developed a debilitating fear of the dark. On the night preceding the project's disbandment, where 3 Foundation lives were lost in an unrelated incident, Dr. Richardson remarked in his personal journal, "They know we can see them." Richardson was placed on paid leave, and his documentation was put on hold for review. 2 days later, Dr. Richardson's neighborhood experienced a power outage. He dialed the site's emergency response number but was not present on the other end of the line when the call connected. Within minutes, local police were called over the sounds of struggle coming from the home. Agent
Right.
Justine Locke is dispatched to investigate.
Okay.
Begin log. The body cam activates as Agent Locke exits her vehicle. Emergency lights are present throughout the neighborhood as public servants attend to inconsequential crises that have arisen during the blackout. As she crosses the street, a squad car rounds the corner, lights activated, and stops in front of the house. Locke introduces herself with her federal credentials. The officer exits his vehicle and identifies himself as Oliver Hannity and explains he is responding to a possible domestic dispute. The pair approach the stairs leading to the front door.
Okay.
Crunching glass is heard. Looking down, a pair of spectacles can be seen underfoot before the bottommost step. Locke takes point. Hannity follows her up the stairs. The curtains are drawn, and with the exception of the flickering of a flashlight coming from a room on the second floor, the house is dark. Locke rings the doorbell,
So there is
and
somebody
Hannity
in
loudly
there.
declares their presence.
Okay.
They receive no response. Upon knocking it becomes apparent that the front door is slightly ajar. The pair enter. Hannity draws his weapon. Turning on her flashlight, Locke reveals a living room in mild disarray.
Sure.
The sofa is notably crooked, with the far end being forcibly shoved aside toward a door to the rear of the room, leading to the kitchen. A glass table that had presumably sat center of the room had been wholly upended and cast aside, shattered. The recliner sitting opposite the couch lay on its back near the front door.
Mild
In addition,
disarray?
there appeared to have been an attempt to set the home ablaze.
Oh
A
my
blackened
gosh.
trail of burnt carpet fibers streaked through the destruction, beginning at the front door and leading towards the stairway,
This is a heck
leading
of a
upstairs
domestic
to their right.
dispute.
It is as Locke kneels to investigate this trail when a woman's sobbing can be heard from above.
Uh-oh.
The two cautiously approach the stairway. Hannity identifies himself again as a police officer, eliciting no response from the woman. They ascend the first few stairs leading to the landing, stepping over the fractured, burnt remains of a cell phone. It becomes apparent as they climb that the sobbing is emanating from a room near the end of the hall. The door is ajar. Locke and Hannity advance at a crawl. There is a loud, inhuman groaning, and the sobs rapidly turn into frenzied shrieks.
Oh my
The
gosh.
pair quicken their approach. The screams cut off just as Locke extends a hand and carefully opens the door. It is the Richardsons' bedroom. It is largely undisturbed, unlike the damage witnessed downstairs,
Sure.
save for the mess of sheets on the mattress.
Where's the
A
woman?
large comforter, bundled tightly, lay hanging off the foot of the bed, twisting around and trailing the floor underneath. A full canvas of the home revealed that neither Dr. Richardson nor his wife were present.
So,
End log.
what happened?
The following is a list of collected evidence from the residence. One pair of reading glasses belonging to Dr. Richardson, crushed.
That was at the big
4
foot of the
cubic
steps.
centimeters of burnt carpet. No chemical markers could be found to indicate fuel type.
Okay.
One personal cell phone, burnt and destroyed, verified to have made the emergency call. And one floral comforter, the bottom of which was shredded and wet with an unidentified clear fluid. This concludes today's lecture.
I'm
Thank
so
you for listening,
confused.
if indeed you still are, and you are all dismissed. Goodbye.
So, this is not actually an entity at all. This is a feeling that people got that was disproved to be an anomaly. It's just stuff.
Nadas?
Interesting. You know, normally SCP articles kind of tell you a little bit about what the SCP is, not what they aren't. And I never saw the EX classification, so I figured this would be pretty interesting. And it is neat that people think that that feeling could be an anomaly in general, you know? Maybe it is, who knows? The Vulcan, make sure to subscribe to him, guys. Subscribe to me if you like reaction videos too. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off. We'll see you next time.